Something else that matters, of course, is the weather and this heat. Tim Pandagis and David Paul continuing our team weather coverage. All right, Tim, get us started.
Yeah, heat has been the real headline for the last several weeks. In fact, June in general, we've seen temperatures well above average. And today, no real difference. Compared to our highs so far and the records that are standing, well, we've tied it at College Station, 102. Hobby, we've tied it. Galveston beat the record from 1875. So far at Bush, we're at 99. The record standing there at 101. It's 100 in Tomball, 102 in Huntsville, Brenham at 100, 98 Sugar Land, 98 also at Liberty. A hot afternoon, but at least the humidity has come down a little bit, so heat index values are not all that much higher than what you're reading on the thermometer. We're continuing to go through a prolonged period of lack of measurable, appreciable rainfall, and the action right now is off to the north in Polk County, and as that drifts slowly towards Lake Livingston, it is falling apart. And David Paul, our drought monitor report came out today, and that shows no real big improvements.
Yeah, no really big significant change. This is last week's drought monitor with extreme drought from the beaches all the way up to about Sugar Land, Pearland, and southern portions of Harris County. We'll transition from last week's monitor to this week's, which is what came out today, and there's not much difference. Drought is a very slow process. We expanded the dry conditions across our northern counties. That was the biggest change. Burn bans, we've had two new counties in the last 48 hours come online with burn bans. That's Fort Bend County and Brazoria County. You see the list over here. So far, Harris County, Montgomery County, Chambers County, not in burn ban status yet. That may change because high pressure is going to drift right over the top of Texas Saturday and Sunday. That will keep it dry and very, very hot with triple-digit weather inbound. However, Tim, this pattern shifts, and it looks likely that we're going to get some rain next week. We may break this, well, break a little bit the heat and the drought.
Yeah, it's a growing signal, David, in our long-range models. But up until we get to that point, bone dry through the weekend. You talked about it still being hot. It'll be dry as well. But come Monday, we're going to flip that switch in the pattern, see a little bit of a ripple in the overall trend that we've been dealing with the past couple months. That'll actually deliver us some moisture, some rainfall, thanks to a boundary. That's very hard to get through our area this time of the year, but models have been locking onto this, and it drops it south, stalls it along the coast. So that's not only a quick hit at some rain, it's a prolonged unsettled pattern lasting from Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday as well, and that could amount to several inches of rainfall in some areas, putting a big old dent in that ongoing drought. Rain through Sunday, as you saw, bone dry, but as we go out through the middle of next week, we really see those totals grow. In fact, the GFS model that we're looking at here shows a nice bullseye of anywhere from 2 to 4 inches potentially in those areas that are dealing with extreme drought. So for this evening, we're in the upper 90s, a hot evening out there. Humidity will start to go up once that sun goes down. I do want to draw your attention to the tropics. We're watching one tropical wave that's got about a 20% chance of developing by early next week. I will tell you the long-range models do develop that as it heads towards the Leeward Islands. No threat to us, though, across the area through the foreseeable future. A hot weekend ahead, though, as David mentioned. That ridge sitting right overhead in the triple digits. 7-day outlook, those rain chances come into the picture on Monday and stick around through midweek.